Hi there, John here from Cape Town. I wanted to chat to you today about the level of uncertainty that we're all feeling. The whole world, ourselves as individuals, a socio-economic system around the world that's been questioned, corporations, the idea of success. It just seems to be an uncertain place. And all the research that I've been doing for my new book, FutureNEXT, tells us that we can't actually predict what's coming. Nobody can. And so if we can't predict what's coming, the only thing we can actually manage is our behavior, is our ability to be prepared for what's coming. And if we can't tell what's coming, we just got to be prepared. In other words, we've got to be fluid, adaptable, ready to unlearn and relearn as quickly as possible. But the book FutureNEXT that we're doing a launch on the 19th of November at 7 p.m., which I'd love for you to register for, which I'll share the link below for you to register on, we break down the three very specific pillars and categories that we need to focus on in order to prepare for an uncertain future. The first one is mindset and heart set. It's really starting to understand the trauma that's been brought up by COVID, the old stories that we've been carrying about our past ideas of success, and how these need to be shifted and brought about to the surface so that we can actually deal with old traumas, old ideas, so that we can prepare for the future in a clean slate. The second part of the book is to help us reimagine a possible new narrative and story for humanity and the world. Many narratives that we've been living through our lives are just stories that we've been holding on to as societies because they've been handed down to us. We speak often about this idea that slavery was just normal and women not voting was just normal. And so the doctrine of growth that we are following right now, the idea that we must grow at the expense of ourselves, the planet, is just a story. And so the second part is about the reimagination of a new story, of a new possibility. Possibility that's more fair, more just, and more transparent to more people around the world. And the third part of the book is a guidebook. It's a guidebook to try and suggest new habits, new characteristics, new rituals that we can take on as entrepreneurs, as employees, as employers, as policymakers, as just activists, as citizens. And I think that's the biggest thing that we want to get across in this book, is that we are all activists. Wherever we choose our money is showing our choice, our wanting to support that business and the way they go about doing it. What we choose to bring into our heads and what we watch is our choice. And so what we want to do is realize that we are activists in everything that we do, rather than just being blind to the fact and just spending and following policy without even thinking about it. So FutureNEXT is broken down into mental and emotional sort of makeup and practices, then the reimagination opportunity to rethink the narrative and story that we're living in society. And the third part is a guidebook that gives us about 10 to 15 points to question and actionable points within the construct of being an employee, employer, a entrepreneur, a consumer, and a policymaker. So please join Iraj and I on the 19th of November. I'll be sharing the link below this. If you'd want to join us over Zoom from anywhere in the world, 7 p.m., 19th of November, South African time. We are running a competition. We've only got about 150 seats that are going to be filled because of obviously COVID. So we've got a competition that's running. So that will also come through on the registration link that I'll be sharing here. And either way, it's really just about us waking up to the fact that we're all activists and we need to take responsibility for recreating, rethinking FutureNEXT that should be more fair and just and transparent to every living being on the earth. See you on the 19th. Ciao.